Yeah, I just got word that Michael Miano is going to be debating Dr. Michael Brown, um, which is very very fascinating. Um, I don't have it in front of me the date. I think it's is it no I forget when the date is. But I had a comment to put in there. I pretty much put okay, I stomped Miano on his podcast and in other exchanges. Sam Frost put two beatings on Miano, and yet Michael seems to think he is going to take Dr. Brown. Dr. Brown is a respected Old Testament scholar in ancient Near Eastern languages, Hebrew, Semitics, exegete, commentator. He wrote a major commentary on Jeremiah, as well as apologist. And he is the best man in the world at dealing with counter missionaries, unbelieving Jews. He used to be a Dr. James White, and he has beaten Dr. James White, which is no easy task, while also beating Don K. Preston at his own game. And as the AC/DC song goes, in the Power Age album, 1978, if you want blood, Michael, you got it. And Michael put in the poster, world-renowned scholar, Dr. Michael Brown. Yeah, he is world-renowned. World-renowned. Counter-missionary, big time. And Old Testament scholar, big time. And so, if he couldn't even get past the likes of me, who has no credentials, I have a grade 10, I have no credentials at all. I stomped him on his podcast. We had other exchanges. I stomped him. A couple other videos responded to him, stomped him, just stomped him. Sam Frost, stomped him twice, most recently. That's on my page as well, my YouTube page. And I'm going to get the links to that. The podcast with me and Miano and a couple of videos that I did in responding to him, as well as Sam's latest endeavor with Michael. And yet he thinks he's world-renowned full preterist scholar. He's world-renowned full preterist. He put, this is what he's putting in the poster. He's world-renowned, Michael. If Michael's world-renowned and I beat Michael, I pounded the snot off him every time we had an encounter. Joel Sexton is world-renowned. I'm world-renowned. You didn't know that? I'm world-renowned. I mean, and Don couldn't even get past Michael Brown. James White, who's probably one of the best debaters out there. He started debating Mormons and Catholics back in the day. In the 90s, the great debates I have, probably 5 or 6 of them there. Now they're all on YouTube, and I have them on one of my shelves there, a few of White's debates. And Michael Brown beat the snot off White when it came to the whole Arminian Calvinism debate, when it comes to soteriology, election, depravity, so on and so forth. And so, all this being said, he really thinks, Michael Miano, instead of debating Michael, why don't you do what I suggested you do? He admitted to me, after I was on his podcast, he admitted to me that I don't really understand justification. I don't really understand the gospel, Joel. Why don't you try to understand the gospel, preach that to your people, instead of the gospel of 80, 70, Palestine being razed and destroyed? Why don't you concentrate on the gospel in these things? And he wants to make a name for himself in debates. I can make a name for myself in fights and get knocked out every time I get in a street fight. Yeah, Joel, he's got a glass jaw, man. He had 5 concussions. Just give him a crack. He's going down. What? I made a name for myself. I'm a street fighter, even though I get knocked out every fucking time I get in a fight. I mean, what credibility is that? Michael Miano couldn't even lick his own lips. He doesn't even understand the gospel. He admitted to me, I don't understand justification, Joel, fully. I admit that to you. He admitted that in a discussion with that Gates fellow, that Church of Christ cult, David Gates. He admitted to me. If you don't understand what Paul's laying out in Romans and defending in Galatians, which is the gospel, he says, if anyone else comes and preaches another gospel, let him be accursed. Galatians 1, 6 through 9. Then in Galatians 2, what do we have? 2 right through 5, the defense of the gospel. So if he doesn't understand the gospel, what are the people in his pews of his church, what are they receiving? They're receiving the gospel of 80-70, not the gospel of Christ crucified. You see? And so Miano, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, go for it, Miano. I mean, he might think, well, Michael Brown's not going to knows the ins and outs. Maybe Joel and of course Sam knows the ins and outs a lot more. Maybe I have a chance here. Don didn't really have a chance, did he? And they were debating Don's area. Don's only area is eschatology. That's it. And Michael Brown, snuffed him out both times, laughing at him at his usage of the little apocalypse of Isaiah. If you want blood, Michael, you've got it. You've got it, man. I mean, what else can I say? What else can I say? Michael Meathead Miano. I don't know what the doctrine of justification entails. I know it. I don't know the gospel, the heart of the gospel, but I'm going to continue making an hours of myself debating. When you concentrate on your church, your congregation, and get them in the foundation of the gospel of Christ and Him crucified, the person and work of Christ, instead of having your idol as 80-70. That's your idol. That's your idol, 80-70. And so, I mean, I've been out of this for a while. I haven't been in the groups. I've seen this today, and someone just sent this to me just after I commented. But yeah, I mean, but again, yeah, I'll read what I commented. I stomped Miano on his podcast and in other exchanges. Sam Frost put 2 beatings on Miano, and yet Michael seems to think he's going to take Dr. Brown. Dr. Brown is a respected Old Testament scholar, ancient Near Eastern languages, Semitics, Hebrew, exegete, commentator, as well as apologist. And he's the top counter missionary guy in the world. He knows the Old Testament inside and out, let's put it that way. And he knows the New Testament better than Michael. He knows Greek as well. But then Dr. James White, as well as apologetics. Brown has beaten Dr. James White in debate, which is no easy task, while also beating Don K. Preston at his own game. Miano wants blood, like the AC/DC song, the Bon Scott era. If you want blood, you got it. And so that's what he's going to get. He's going to get a beating, another beating. Every time the guy gets in a debate, unless he's debating, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know who we can get for Michael to warm up his heresy with. Who knows? But I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll contact Michael Brown and give him a little info on Mikey boy here. That's it, guys. That's all from this.